RV&FJ plus reviews.
Welcome back to RV&FJ Vacations. This is the last day of the Arizona vacation. It's day 11 of the Boston to LA trip and day 4 of the Arizona tour. Here's my son on the Grand Canyon Skywalk. The Hualapai tribe opened it in 2007. This curved cantilever walkway bridge is 10 feet or 3 meters wide, 70 feet or 21 meters long, and about 4,000 feet or 1,200 meters from the bottom of the canyon. More than 3 Empire State Buildings. Skywalk can hold the equivalent of 70 loaded 747s. It's that strong. So don't be afraid, go on it. My wife did it, she was very scared, and within minutes she was fine. Enjoy this. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to take your cell phone or any kind of a camera out there, so you can't film from there. You have to film from the outside looking up, just like this, unfortunately. That's a bummer. But recently they said that you can now do it, and I think I have to go back and give it a try. Can you see this? This is Eagle Point. Do you see the eagle? Isn't that cool? This is Guano Point, and across the canyon is Bat Cave Mine. Discovered in the 30s and bought by the U.S. Guano Corporation to mine for nitrogen-rich guano. The main span was 7,500 feet or 2,300 meters, and the vertical lift was 2,500 feet or 760 meters, and used 300,000 feet or 9,100 meters of cable. The estimate of 100,000 tons of guano turned out to be only a tenth of that. The mine closed in 1960. A few months later, a U.S. Air Force jet flew into the canyon and clipped and cut the cable. The jet made it back, and U.S. Guano sued and recouped some of their losses. You can see you can walk right up to the edge here, so be really careful. You don't want to slip in. I wouldn't doubt that that happens from time to time. And I doubt you want to pay for the amount of money that it would take to rescue you. But you can see just how close to the edge you can get. Now there's a snack bar when they drop you off for the bus, and then you hike out here. It's maybe a tenth of a mile, probably less. And it's fairly flat, and there is a harder path that you can take to get out here, but look at these views. It is absolutely worth this hike. After skywalking on the way out, we saw this Joshua forest. We stopped and took some pictures. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. You gotta try it. So 2 hours away to the Hoover Dam, and this is what we saw. Now somebody at the Hoover Dam told us that above these 2 statues, if you look all the way up, there's a place that you can see from the top there, all the way down to the street and down to the bottom of the dam. It's the best shot you can get. So he told us where to go, up this set of stairs off the top of the parking garage, and off we went. And we saw all of these internal pieces from the dam, machinery that had been discarded. There were signs that told what everything was. It was very interesting, but I couldn't find the path to get where the guy told me to go.
I'm right behind you.
We found this path here. It went so far, and then it kind of went off away from it. And you can see here all of this fencing that kept us away. We kept trying to find a way around the fencing, no luck, and we saw this path. And my son decided to go up this path here that was kind of tough, while I decided to go down here. I found another graveyard of parts, so I wanted to take a look at that. These are all the pieces. I like the way it says built to last, but all these pieces have been discarded. But these pieces were interesting. Check these out. I don't know what this is, some kind of track system. Maybe they were machinery haulers that bring parts from one place to another. I got no idea. And that's some kind of a turbine, right? If anybody knows what these parts are other than the ones that are obvious, put them in the comments. I'd love to know what these are. Oops, spiderweb. And then if you look in the background, there's the trail my son went on, and I don't see him anymore. I hope he's okay. Yeah, you can see there seems to be some kind of a power facility that's in the way. I don't know why the guy said that you could get to it, but look, this fence seems to just go on forever. We tried to follow it for a while, but we couldn't find a way over to that spot. That was really disappointing. And then my son thought that this is right at the top of the parking garage. He thought that he could find another way around that way, but you can see there's more of that electrical facility. And just him trying to find some spots that we could get around it, but no luck. You can see that it's carved right into the canyon there. The parking garage just fit right into it.
Yeah. Careful.
And we finally gave up. It was still fun. We had a good time. We had a great hike and got a lot of exercise. We were out there for a couple hours, but we never found it. And then the dam itself. And you can see where we had to park. We had to park here at the very end, this adjacent lot, this secondary lot, for oversized vehicles. Even though mine wasn't oversized enough, it fit in there. But because I had jerry cans on the back of it, they wouldn't let me in because they didn't want the vehicle to explode inside the garage.
It's a fire on the highway.
Then a 6-hour drive back to Phoenix so that my son could catch his plane back to Boston.
I'm surprised they haven't shut the highway down on that side. I can't even tell what it is.
And I was going to drive back to Boston, but on the way, we saw this fire and smoke.
It's gotta be like a tractor trailer. It's pretty big. Yeah, it is.
And that hit some traffic. We were starting to worry that we wouldn't make the plane on time because it was so backed up, but it's weird. They didn't stop the traffic. This thing is on fire, and they never stopped the traffic on the opposite side of the road so that people could get within like 20 feet of this thing as they drove by. It seems very dangerous to me. So this ended up being a tractor trailer, and I don't know, you take a look and see what you think. It looks like the tractor trailer is on top of another car, but I can't really tell because there's so little left of it.